The first families to settle in the Texas community that would come to be known as Saint Hedwig were from an area of north-central Europe, known as Silesia. If Silesia still existed today, it would include parts of Poland, Germany, and the Republic of Czechoslovakia. These three nations, as well as their predecessors, Greater Poland, Prussia, and Bohemia, they have long sought to include Silesia within their borders. Where the Polish plains give way to the fertile foothills of the southern mountains, in an area that is equal parts forest and farmland, Silesia is nestled in the valley of the Oder River. From its coal and copper mines to its quarries and country farms, this land is rich in resources. And so it is little wonder that Silesia has been a preoccupation of her neighbors for well over 1,000 years. This tug of war began when the Polish king died in 1138. Poland was divided among his 4 sons, with the eldest son inheriting the Duchy of Silesia. This division instigated decades of infighting. The quarreling brothers were from a Polish dynasty known as the Piasts. Their crest was a black eagle with a white sash across its breast, and their symbol is tied to Silesian identity to this day. Bohemian king Wenceslaus II took control of Silesia in 1300. This ignited 50 years of war as the neighboring Poles and Bohemians fought over the area. With the crowning of Ferdinand I of Austria in 1526, Silesia again changed hands and fell under the rule of the Austrian Habsburgs. The Habsburg dynasty would hold on to Silesia until the outbreak of the Silesian Wars. In 1742, Prussia fought and defeated Austria for control of Silesia, and then, in 1745, successfully defended Silesia from Austria. These were the first 2 of 3 wars that would come to be known as the Silesian Wars. The Third Silesian War, from 1756 to 1763, ignited the entire globe in conflict and is better known as the 7 Years' War or the French and Indian War. With the unification of 1871, Silesia became part of the German Empire. After World War I, the League of Nations divided Silesia between Germany and Poland. Silesia's current division was established by international agreement at the close of the Second World War. While Silesian sovereignty proved elusive throughout its history, by the 1850s, Silesia, or Silesian, was well defined in the maps of Europe. In 1854, east of the Silesian city of Opola, on the Oder River Valley, villagers began selling their possessions and packing their belongings. They had made the decision to live in Texas. These families included John Shedrock of Kamien-Shlonsky and Caspar and Lawrence Plow of Oshek. Adam Pierdola, Joseph Michalski, and Valentine Mroz left Rozmiesh, while Stanislaus Polica left Vermatovice. Felix Tudik of Radun and Isidore Zizik of Zvarog joined Frank and Anton Kosub, Albert Stanish, and Thomas Kravitz from Swabia. From the north, Paul Kaczmarek journeyed from Łominica, while Jacob and Ludwig Zając and Sebastian Rozadowski of Zindowice and Valentine Annual of Dobrogin made plans for Texas. In 1854, these families began leaving their homes for the port of northern Germany. From there, they caught ships for the month-long voyage to Galveston, Texas. By 1855, all of these families had found their way to the Martinez Creek in eastern Bexar County. In 1855, Charles G. Napier was a plantation owner in the Springer Survey at the confluence of the Martinez and Cibolo Creeks in eastern Bexar County. The Silesian settlers bought about 700 acres of land from Napier with gold that they had brought with them from Silesia. These adjacent tracts of land are the center of what is now the city of Saint Hedwig. From its earliest days, Saint Hedwig has been closely associated with ranching. In fact, Within a few months of purchasing their land, the Silesian settlers had traveled to San Antonio and registered their cattle brands with the county of Bexar. In 1856, brands were registered by John Shedrock, Valentine Annual, Paul Kaczmarek, Joseph Michalski, Anton Kosub, Frank Kosub, Valentine Mroos, Adam Pirdola, Anton Tudik, and Ludwig Zions. Shortly thereafter, Caspar Plow, Lawrence Plow, Albert Stonish, Thomas Krawitz, Isidor Zizek, Maria Rozadowski, and Stanislaus Politsa had all registered brands with Bexar County. The intrepid adventurers who left their homes in Silesia and found their way to the banks of the Martinez founded a community that is as unique in character and as rich in history as they were.